Greetings Magic fans and welcome to our pre-release unboxing for Hour of Devastation. Having just got back from the pre-release myself, I can say it was an amazing set and I'm looking forward to unboxing this with you now. So without further ado, let's get started. Nicol Bolas Godfair on the front there, or the Deceiver if you prefer. It's got the same kind of box as last time, with lovely cartouche design. And our promo is Earthshaker Kenra, creature Jackal Warrior, haste 2/1. When Earthshaker Kenra enters the battlefield, target creature with power less than or equal to Earthshaker Kenra's power can't block this turn, and has Eternalize. Exiles this card from your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it except as a 4/4 black zombie Jackal Warrior with no mana cost. Eternalize only as a sorcery. So it allows you to use the new Eternalize mechanic to turn it into a zombie copy of itself. And since it's got the enter the battlefield mechanic, that would trigger when you Eternalize as well. And that would be extremely handy in my red-green deck I've been using on the channel. So let's have a look at some of the cards. Got a nice red gem dice there this time, with Bolas's horns on them. We'll start with the Ammon kit packs and see what we get, and then go on to the Hour of Devastation ones. Save the best for last. Skip all these common ones, you've seen them all before. Got a Warfire Javelin here. Seraph of the Sun's not bad. Flying Indestructible, 4/4. Curator Mystery is always good. Flying whenever you cycle or discard another card, scry 1, and has cycling itself. And this one, Battlefield Scavenger, Consuming Further, Kifnet's Monuments, and Neheb the Worthy, a 1 red, 1 black, one of the Minotaur Warrior legend. First strike, other Minotaurs you control have first strike. He's now a legend in the next set as well, and he's one of the Eternals. Oh, and a foil island and a foil Slitherblade. Not bad. Now let's go on to the ones we want to see. The Hour of Devastation's packs. A Feral Prowler, 1 green, 1 other. When Feral Prowler dies, draw a card. Not bad for a bit of card draw for green. Degenerator's Renunciation. Tap up to 2 target creatures, and I can cycle it, so not bad. Strategic Planning. Nice card from the Gatewatch story. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Let's see, we'll focus on some of the mechanics. Here's one of the new Eternals. Kenra Eternal, 1 black, 1 other, and it has Afflict 1. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 1 life. So the Afflict mechanic works that whenever the creature is blocked, it still causes the opponent to lose life, depending on the Afflict number it has. So these creatures can be extremely dangerous, especially if they've got an Afflict number that's similar to the damage total, so blocking them becomes pointless, other than trying to kill them. Beneath the Sands, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Good bit of land find for green there. Disposal Mummy, 2/3. When a Disposal Mummy enters the battlefield, exile a target card from an opponent's graveyard. It has a cost of 1 white and 2 other, so that's a good one for getting rid of cards from the graveyards, especially if they want to eternalize them and bring them back. Ambuscade, 1 green, 2 other. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. One of the new zombies, Marauding Bone Slasher. Can't block unless you control another zombie, which in this set is probably going to be fairly easy. It's 1 black and 2 others, so great mana cost there. Dreadstalker. Here's the uncommons. Ominous Sphinx, 2 blue and 3 other. Has 4/4 flying. Whenever you cycle or discard a card to target creature an opponent controls, it's -2 and -0 until end of turn. So it cuts the power and works well with the other Sphinx we just got. Inferno Jet deals 6 damage to target opponent and has cycling 2. Obelisk Spider, 1 black, 1 green, 1 other, and has 1/4 reach. Whenever Obelisk Spider deals combat damage to a creature, put a -1/-1 counter on that creature. Whenever you put 1 or more -1/-1 counters on a creature, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain a life. That's a really good one for the old -1/-1 mechanic in this series. And we have a Ramanap Hydra. Good for my red-green deck there. It's a 3/3 Vigilance Reach Trample. Remnant Hydrate gets +1/+1 as long as you control a desert, and it gets +1/+1 as long as there is a desert card in your graveyard, so it can become a 5/5 with Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. So quite a good card there. Let's go on to the next pack. A Mummy Paramount, 1 white, 1 other. Creature zombie. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, Mummy Paramount gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. So there's a real strong white-black mummy theme, like in zombie theme, like in the previous set, but there's also some black-blue now as well. Crash Through. Ruin Rat, 1 black, 1 other. Has 1/1 Death Touch. When a Ruin Rat dies, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. Once again, a good way to get rid of an Eternalize. There's another Eternalize one here. 1 blue for a 1/1, and has Eternalize for 4 and 2 blue, and it can bring it back as a 4/4. So it's quite a good investment. So you use it as a 1/1 blocker early on, then when it dies, you can keep it in your graveyard later on for another creature. Ooh, a Camel. 1 white and 2 other. Solitary Camel has a lifelink as long as you control a desert, or if there is a desert card in your graveyard. Yes, having deserts around is a big thing in this series, and since there was a lot of them in the last set as well as this set, it should be easier to build a deck around them. Beautiful Servants, just a 2/5 zombie there for 4. Unquenchable Thirst, 1 blue, 1 other. Enchant Creature. When Unquenchable Thirst enters the battlefield, if you control a desert or there is a desert card in your graveyard, tap Enchanted Creature. Enchanted Creature doesn't untap during its control's untap step. So once again, something that works really well with the deserts. Lethal Sting. 1 black, 2 other. It's an initial cost cast Lethal Sting, put a -1/-1 counter on a creature you control, then destroy target creature. This is good if you can make it work with something like the Obelisk Spider. So even when your creature's getting -1/-1 counters, you could still be, hopefully, causing problems for your opponent. And it's a cheap destroy spell. Desert of the Fervent. This is the former Temple of Hazaret, now turned into a desert. Desert of the Fervent enters the battlefield tapped. Add 1 red mana to your mana pool, and you can cycle it. Merciless Eternal. The Zombie Cleric, afflict 2, and has 1 black, 2 other. Discard a card. Merciless Eternal gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So you can pump it to make it even larger. If someone's trying to block it, to stop the afflict damage by killing it. Or even if they do block it, and they're still causing the damage. If you could find a way to put trample onto these, they would be even better. Sifter Worm, 2 green, 5 other. Trample. When the Sifter Worm enters the battlefield, scry 3. Then reveal the top card of your library. You gain life equal to that card's converted mana cost. So it's a bit pricey, but it's still a 7/7 with Trample, and it's actually giving you life gain as well. So that could be extremely handy. And I'll definitely be considering putting that in my deck. Unraveling Mummy, like I said, a theme of black-white mummies continues. And it's a 2/3 with 1 white and 1 other. Target attacking zombie gains lifelink until end of turn. Or 1 black and 1 other. Target attacking zombie gains death touch until end of turn. And we have another Earthshaker Kenra, so a strong red theme here. With 2/1 haste, and whenever it enters the battlefield, target creature with power less than or equal to Earthshaker Kenra power can't block this turn. So when you eternalize that for a 4/4, it's even better that you can stop blocking you. And we have the new token card there. On to the next pack. Hoping for some of the gods or maybe some of the other mythics here. So I can show you. Striped Riverwinder. 5/5 hexproof with cycling. Cost of 6 and 1 blue. Graven Abomination, just 3 colors. Horror. When Graven Abomination attacks, exile target card from defending player's graveyard. Once again, a good way to get rid of the Eternalize. Grisly Survivor, Minotaur Warrior. 2/3, whenever you cycle or discard a card, Grisly Survivor gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So yeah, let's just skip on to the uncommons. Survivor's Encampment, that's not too bad. Add 1 to your mana pool. Tap an untapped creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Aerial Guide, flying. Whenever Aerial Guide attacks another target attacking creature, gains flying until the turn. So that's a good one for aerial decks. Kenra Scrapper, 1 red, 2 other. Menace, 2/3. You make Xert Kenra Scrapper as it attacks. When you do, it gets +2/+0 until the turn. So you've got 4/3 menace there for 3 mana. Not bad. Vizier of the True. You may exert Vizier of the True as it attacks. When you exert a creature, tap a target creature an opponent controls. So you can, whenever you exert any creature, so when you exert your entire attack force, you can tap down all their blockers. That's a fantastic card there. Riddle Form. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may have Riddle Form become a 3/3 Sphinx creature with flying in addition to its other types until end of turn. And it has Scry 1. So this is a really good card if you're running an instant deck. Sunset Pyramid. Sunset Pyramid enters the battlefield with 3 brick counters on it. You can remove a brick counter from Sunset Pyramid and draw a card, and then you can scry 1 as well. And the Hour of Promise. That's a good green one there. Has 4 colours and 1 green, and search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Then if you control 3 or more deserts, create 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. So a good bit of land finding there, and a way to create zombies as well. Oh, and Champion of Wits token. Champion of Wits enters the battlefield, you may draw cards equal to its power. If you do, discard 2 cards. And it's now 4/4, now it's a zombie. And finally in our last pack, cross your fingers, hopefully we can pull a guard. Got a Gilded Celadon, 1 red, 4 other. Whenever Gilded Celadon attacks, if you control a desert or there is a desert card in your graveyard, target creature can't block this turn. Without Weakness, 1 black, 1 other. Target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. And it's got cycling as well, so it's a handy one. Godfarer's Faithful, 1 white. Whenever you cast a blue, black, or red spell, you gain 1 life. Handy for nickel bolas coloured decks. Oasis Ritualist, add 1 mana of any colour to your mana pool. Exert Oasis Ritualist, add 2 mana of any colour to your mana pool. So good handy bit of mana ramp there for Exert decks. Defiant Kenridge, so 1 red, 1 other ones for 2/2. Torment of Venom, that's a good one, that's 2 black, 2 other. Put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature it controls that loses 3 life unless he or she sacrifices another non-land permanent or discards a card. So, good way to cause a lot of problems for your opponent there by putting 3 +1/-1s or maybe one of their gods or anything and minusing them down so they can't do any damage. And then forcing the controller to lose life as well, which, if they're on low life, you'll be making them sacrifice other permanents as well. Desert of the True, what was formerly Oketra's Monument. Sunscourge Champion, 1 white and 2 other. Whenever Sunscourge Champion enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to its power. And it's got Eternalize as well, so you can gain 2 life, and then when you Eternalize it, you gain 4 life. Supreme Will, 1 blue and 2 other. Choose 1. Counter target spell unless the controller pays 3. Or look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So a good way to have either a quick counter spell or finding the cards you need. Another double one spell here. You've got Appeal, Sorcery. Until end of turn, target creature gains Trample and gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. So for 1 green, that is amazing. You could, if you've got a large army of zombies, for example, with a black-green deck, you could gain huge amounts of damage there. And then you have Authority. Aftermath, tap up to 2 target creatures your opponent controls. Creatures you control gain Vigilance until end of turn. And then we have Bontu's Last Reckoning. We have 1 with 2 black and 1 other. Destroy all creatures. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. So it's a real board wipe there, just destroying everything. But that means you can't untap your lands in the next turn. So, a bit risky. And then we have a Sunscourge Champion token. Has token creature Zombie Human Wizard. 4/4, when Sunscourge Champion enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to its power. That's the one we just saw. And with Eternalize, it would be gaining 4 life. Alright, that's it for this pre-release Magic fans. We'll soon be bringing you some more games using these new cards to improve our decks. And remember to like and subscribe.